Hello everybody, thank you so much for being here. It's Ruby with Ruby's Lighthouse Tarot. If I haven't seen you before, thank you so much for checking out my channel. Alright guys, we're just gonna collective message for you guys today. So whatever comes through, comes through. Alright, so let's get into it. For you guys, what I was getting as I was sitting down here is like trying so hard to make something work, and it just seems like it's not coming in, and it's just not coming in and not coming in, and there's this feeling of like exhaustion and frustration. All right, and so what Spirit is saying for you guys, if this is your reading, is there's an element of surrender here that has to happen for whatever the situation is. And once you do fully surrender to whatever this is, then that's when the vast movement really is going to begin for you guys. So whatever it is that we're needing to surrender to, we're going to get cards on that. We're going to get some oracle. Got my cards right here, ready to go. And then we're going to get some tarot for you for whatever my guides want to tell you. All right, so let's get into it, guys. Remember, if there's another person involved in this situation, the energy can be vice versa or interchangeable. And also the posting date on this reading really doesn't matter. This is a collective timeless message, okay? All right, so let's get our message out. Let's figure out what we need to surrender to here. What is my collective needing to surrender to? Okay. Going right into twin flame, high level soulmate. So there's an element of surrender here with that, okay? Connecting with someone who reflects your true self, seeing you in someone else. So somebody's surrendering to that. And then I got another card here that was on the top. It says threat. So there's some sort of threat to this relationship, guys. And I feel like Spirit is telling you that on your side, they need you to just look how still this is, right? It's like being veiled, covered, protected. I feel like you're protected, and I feel like that's part of that surrender energy where you just kind of have to stay still, stay quiet. And here goes my throat. I feel like the person that you're dealing with has some sort of threat coming at them towards this relationship, and you're protected in some way. And Spirit is just saying that they want you to stay very, very still. Very, very still. What is this one? There's one popping out here. Manipulative X. Can't make this up, guys. All right. So there's a threat by a manipulative X. So it says this person is trying to stir up trouble, trying to control someone's emotions in subtle or underhanded ways. So it's like with this veiled card as well, veiled, manipulative. I'm getting like covert strategies. So saying things, but then not really saying the words. Doing actions, but then being like, I don't, like a lot of gaslighting kind of energy, like, I don't know what you're talking about, you know, but then there's just all these passive aggressive remarks that are coming in. And yeah, this person's really frustrated, or this could be the ex. Like, I just see them, there's a lot of like online presence here with this energy for you guys. So there's a lot of anger or resentment in the background. Feel like you guys that are involved in this relationship, it's very much an energetic connection right now only, but you have already met. So because you've already met, it's already all over anyway. Because once that happens, when it comes to twin flames, once you meet your twin, things are forever changed. Nothing will ever go back to the way that it was before you met that person. You guys are both going through your own individual spiritual evolution. It's not just an awakening. It's like an evolution, and you're able to like energetically sense or be around this other person's energy. It's inspiring you. You're feeling just this amazing energy when you're with them. You're like in amazement. You're like, I just see those old timey shows that were like, you know, where somebody's in the mirror, right? And they're doing like activities, and they're like going up to the mirror and they're doing different things. And then all of it, and they're just like waving in the mirror to their own reflection. And then all of a sudden the image on the other side moves in a different way, and they're like, and they like wave with their other hand instead of the one that's mirroring. And the person's like, oh my God, who are you? Because they look energetically so similar to you, even if you guys have a lot of differences. And you're just really sitting in that energy where you're just in awe of each other. You're completely in sync. You guys have a lot of the things in common, even if you have differences between you guys. So whatever it is just this perfect match. And boy, is that making somebody salty. They don't like the fact that you guys have even met. It's not like it's your fault. And if we're with somebody or whatever, that is the reality of most of these relationships, these energetic connections. Like, there's a reason why you meet when you do. Because even if the timing doesn't seem perfect, it's all part of the big plan. And it was always part of how things were supposed to play out. Even if you don't see it in the moment, this situation with this ex is part of the whole soul contract, and it's part of this person's contract too, because they're probably karmic in some way, which just means teacher energy, okay? So let's get a little bit more here for you guys. So this person's trying to stir up trouble, and they're trying to control your twin. So you could be the divine feminine or the divine masculine. Either way, I think that this is relevant. So we can see what we get from the tea leaves. Elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. That's what I'm talking about in terms of when it comes to spirit. And this journey that you guys have been on, this is a lot about what you can learn from these situations. And unfortunately, sometimes that means there will be people that are left behind, because when you get to a point of having learned these karmic lessons, it's time to move on. Even if you're with somebody for 10 or 20 or 30 years, at some point, those karmic contracts come to an end, okay? And so this other situation is trying to stop it. And there's just so much rage behind what they're seeing, what they're sensing off of this other person, or you, depending on how you're reading this for yourself. Yeah, spiritual love. You guys are learning so much from each other. And this is not just lust. This is not just a fleeting situation. This is you with your spiritual love, your twin flame or high level soulmate here. Someone else doesn't like it. Yeah, period of prosperity and abundance. That's going to be coming in for both of you as you both work on these individual spiritual awakenings that you guys are on. It's going to bring in abundance as you work through these things. After these karmic cycles are tied up, after you've learned these lessons, and you're going to feel very abundant in working with this person and being around them, and being able to experience that energy. I'm not really seeing anything here. It says connecting with someone, but I'm not seeing necessarily that you guys are even together right now. I just see someone trying to stop it. Okay. All right. So what I want to see next is, these are upside down. Hold on. Okay. I need to clear these. I'm feeling a lot of energy here. So let's see how the person that you're thinking of, this high level soulmate, mirrored soul, how are they showing up right now in this situation? Please tell me, Spirit. How is this person showing up? Oh boy, I got 2. Lost soul. So they're very lost. This manipulation is having a very big effect on them. I'm really feeling like 9 of Wands type energy, like just pure exhaustion, I feel like this person is just, whatever these veiled threats are, whatever these conversations are, they're exhausted and they're feeling like they're at the service of this other person. They're just not feeling, I have one that just keeps wanting to come out, driver. Okay. They want to go. They want to move on. They don't want to be stuck in this energy any longer. They're ready to move forward. And that's why it just kept popping out and twirling. It was like, no, I need to be seen. I need to be seen with that card. When that happens, it's just like that card wants to be seen. Okay. So this person's feeling lost. This person's feeling like I'm stuck having to give to this other thing, because this other person has been so draining and so demanding on their energy that they're not really able to feel like they have safe passage, that they can actually move forward and leave. They're ready to cut this other thing out for sure, right? Trimming. All right, can you give me a card on you? How are you, the viewer, coming across in a situation? I just saw spiritual seeker. Community. So that you are some sort of support or friend possibly to this person. Okay. I think that you might be sensing that something's going on with them. And you are, showing up as a member of their team, a member of someone who's there to support them. You may know that they could be going through a hard time, right? And that whatever this is has been very difficult for them. Yeah. Ruthless, cruel energy on the bottom. You're supporting them through that. So I don't know if you've actually had this ex reach out to you or not, or if you're just sensing that something's going on with them. Because you're a mirrored soul with this person, you are most definitely probably sensing things energetically, okay? And maybe you're like, I'm not sure if that's really happening or if that's all in my head. Well, this is confirmation. This is definitely happening. All right, and then for this X energy, I don't want to focus too much on it, but I'd like to see kind of like what is showing up in their energy right now. I think that there's a high level of manipulation going on. Okay. My guides just say they're cooking up something. They're cooking up something. They are trying to stir the pot, literally. They're very proficient in their manipulations. They're very good at what they're doing. And it is having an effect on your person here, this person. Okay. All right, so we're going to use these today. Let's get an overall card here for my collective. For you guys, this is about you allowing. You have to allow things to play out. You participating in this will just hold it up more. Okay, that's really what I'm getting from Spirit. Focusing on your own individual journey and understanding that should this come back together, at a later date, it'll go quickly. It will go quickly. Because you have done this and you're allowing this other person to take care of whatever they need to take care of. And remember when I was saying 9 of Wands energy that I was getting with this exhaustion with this person, there's this part of them that wants to just give up. There's this part of them that is feeling so lost, so confused, and so defeated by this energy that they're just feeling like they want to give up. And so it's like, why even try? Because I'm never going to get my wish. This is never going to work out for me. All right. How is this person this manipulative ex person? How are they stirring up trouble? What are they doing? How is this? They're very proficient at it at this moment. How are they doing this? Six of Cups in reverse. So this is someone that they've known for a while. They could have known them since they were children. They could have been playing off of their sympathies. They could be playing off of just reminiscing about the past and being like, oh, I've known you since we were in 6th grade. I'm your soulmate. I'm this person. Like a lot of guilt tripping and that kind of energy. Queen of Swords in reverse. Very highly cruel and ruthless. We had seen that with that energy underneath where you're like part of their support and understanding that they're dealing with a ruthless energy here. So this person could be a feminine energy, or they're just somebody who is in kind of this threatening kind of place here, and it's their words, thoughts, and actions, because we're talking about swords here, that are contributing to this. Okay, so what I really want to see here now is, let's get advice for you. Let's get advice for you, because I feel like Spirit is saying, you know, back off, but you can be part of this community energy. There's a card that wants to come out. Ace of Swords, yes. So Spirit's like, yes, please do back off, okay? Don't let yourself be a part of this. Yes, you're part of this community. Be a part of this person's support system, but don't involve yourself. You do need to release, even though you really want to say something or do something. You could be witnessing something that's happening and you want to come in and defend this person, but I think that this person does know exactly who you are to them, and they know that you are supporting them, okay? And it's not going to help to get yourself involved right now. Okay, so let's get more advice from Spirit. Any advice from Spirit for this veiled threat? Advice from Spirit. Empress reversed. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get a clarifier on that, because it spun around in midair and it flew on top of the Queen of Swords in reverse. Six of Swords and Justice. Okay, so the advice is, again, you stay in your own power, but Spirit's got the wheel. Spirit literally just pointed me out, my guides pointed me out to driving, the driver card, and they just said, Spirit's got the wheel, and then I heard, hold my beer. Okay, so guys, this is going to take care of itself. Justice will be served. Justice will be served, and you and this person are going to move into calmer waters in divine timing, and whenever that is. Let's see, 7 of Swords, Ace of Wands, 8 of Swords. Okay, Spirit's basically breaking this person out of some sort of jail, okay? And they're helping them through that. It's like the magic wand of the magician's going to be handed to this person, and they're going to literally just be like, Spirit is literally, all of a sudden, as they're feeling so lost, as they're feeling so confused, as they're feeling defeated, all of a sudden something is going to happen through Spirit where they literally turn around and Spirit has like unlocked the gate, unlocked the door, and they are just standing there holding onto the Ace of Wands like, your wish is my command. And they just have the key all of a sudden to get out of it. And it's all going to be orchestrated, okay, for them to get out of this spiritual jail or whatever it is that this other person has created with their manipulations. It's just going to be all of a sudden out of nowhere. This person's going to be absolutely shocked. Okay. All right. So where are we going next? I'm trying to see which deck they want me to use. They want me to use this one. Okay. Where are we going next for the next month or so? Like where's the energy going here for you guys? Where's the energy going here for you guys? Again, on the split, I'm getting Justice. things are going to start to be made right. And there's this veil of protection around you, this veil of like confusion, not seeing. You're just staying very still. You're focusing on your own self, right? And justice is going to start to be brought in here, because spirit does protect spiritual love, right? A lot of karmic energies go towards this type of love, because it's exactly what certain energies are trying to stop, right? But it can't be stopped. Tower. Yeah. It can't be stopped. Spirit is going to make sure that this old system, this old way of thinking, I was just like blowing apart the matrix, you know, blowing apart something when it comes to this karmic. It just isn't going to stay. And this person will be left out in the cold. And they're showing me the lock here and the key. Yeah, this huge key that's right there. That's exactly what I was talking about. I'm really seeing this here as this karmic energy, really upset and angry because this key has been handed to this person. And they're going to all they're going to have to do is they're going to stand up and they're going to open the lock, and that is going to just be it. That's just going to be what happens. And this person's going to be like, oh my God, I have the way out. Oh my God, I suddenly have like this idea, this new idea that's going to get me where I need to go. So there's this tower here with the Hierophant coming in on the split. Again, I'm seeing the Hierophant as like blowing apart things as they know it in their life and being guided by spirit, God, their higher self, however you want to word it. Tell me just a little bit more about this tower energy, please, for the collective. Yeah, again, we just saw this card. It came back out. Archangel Michael. Okay. That's Archangel Michael here, guys. Archangel Michael is bringing in his sword. Ka-cha! Hey-ya! Okay? And he's like, you don't do this to a divine counterpart. I'm taking back this person's energy. I am going to involve myself now, and you better watch out. Okay? Because I'm here, and this person is just going to light up, and they're going to start defending themselves. Look at that. And there you are in the community. That's that community energy, that supportive energy. And this person's going to look up, and all of a sudden they've got this, like I had seen, this Ace of Wands. Like they have that, they have the wand of action. They'll just look up and it's in their hand all of a sudden. And Archangel Michael's back here like, yeah, I got you, bro. You know, it's not, gender's not in tarot, but like that's what I'm really getting. And it's like, let's do this together. Hold my beer. Okay. And so this person all of a sudden is going to have enough power to make changes in their lives and do things differently for themselves. And they're going to be like, oh my God, I have the key. I have this way out right now and I'm going to take it. Oh, yay. Okay. Let's get a couple messages for you guys. I have to turn this card is like creeping me out. So I'm going to turn this over. Because this other person's anger is not going to be going down anytime soon. That manipulative energy, that anger is not going to be going away anytime soon. But we're not going to spend all our time focusing on them. I think they've had a lot of control for a long time. And so now this is going to be able to be turned towards this spiritual love after, you know, this long journey of that Nine of Wands. And me picking it up off the table, it was like sticking, right? So this long journey is going to be completed, and then you guys are going to be able to focus on yourselves, okay? On the bottom, love is a lesson worth learning for you. And I think it's a lesson of what true love really looks like and what true love really is and how true love really shows up. Because true love is not controlling. True love is not demanding. True love is not manipulative or threatening. suggesting harm, subtle or underhanded ways, trying to control emotions, like these cards are saying. This is you allowing true equal, not trying to control, loving unconditionally. And that is why you will be experiencing this period of prosperity. And it's going to be spiritual as well. It's not just financial, but when things are done the right way, and when people are given the opportunity by spirit to do something differently, when they're given those chances and they take them, then spirit rewards that like tenfold. Okay. What else? What else does this person want to tell you? What else does this person want to tell you? Our chemistry is off the hook. When we are intimate, it feels like I am high. Well, it will be. If you haven't experienced it with this person yet, it will. Okay, what else? Just something, a little bonus to look forward to. What else? What else for my collective? Thank you. I am not who you think I am. I hide who I really am from you, and it's time for me to take off my mask and reveal my true identity. I just heard this person has been protecting you, like what I was seeing here. Okay, they've been trapped in this other thing, and there were things that they couldn't reveal to you. They also may have had a big hit on their self-esteem. And there's going to be a period of time that it's going to take for them to kind of rebuild that. Yeah. I don't think this person would have kept everything to themselves if they could. One just flew down. Okay. Everyone wants you, and I fear that you will find someone better than me before I'm ready to be the person you deserve. Like I was saying, they need time to get their groove back, to heal, to reestablish the reality around them as they know it to truly be. Because I think that this other situation has done quite a number on them, and it's going to take a little bit of time. So if this is something that you're wanting, I would highly suggest just being patient, being open, being forgiving, being as understanding as you're able to be. If this is something you do choose to move forward with, just remember, I'm a random person on the internet. You shouldn't ever be taking my advice. This should just be confirming what you already know and what's already in your heart, okay? All right, so that's what I have for you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you guys are wanting a private reading, that information is in the description box, and I will see you on the next one.